Our next stop was a nearby trash dump. As with much of the world, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Whole families live here, waiting on the trucks to come from the city. They make their living by reselling the trash that they gather. These are the poorest of the poor, with no school and homes built of nailed-together rubbish. Today, we'll be joining some of our friends on their weekly outreach to the children who live here.
So this is Lacey, and this is part of her class here, the kids and stuff that you see. She's here teaching them English and teaching them also how to read and write.
Tell me your names.
Febrian. Mario.
Hello, my name is?
Hello, my name is Febrian.
What I'm doing here is me and my team, we are the students, and then we just come over here doing much of stuff. We just teach them about English and then some kind of moral thing.
Hey, how long have y'all been doing this?
2 years, something like that, 2 years. Yeah. It's like some holistic program for the children mentally, like teaching them cannot lie, not to fight anymore, things like that. Yeah.
Neighborhood, yeah, that's what they're doing every day. They just collect much of trashes in here, and all the kids just doing that kind of stuff too. So, yeah, that's the neighborhood.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, to look at the trash that was there and them digging in it just seemed so wrong. I couldn't believe people were living like this. Seeing how dirty the kids were and the smell was really, really bad, and my heart just broke when I saw these kids, their conditions. Some of them were barefooted, some of them were literally sleeping on the ground outside with their parents.
It was real eye-opening. I didn't have words, so I kind of stood there actually and stared out in the rain as it started raining, watching the people get the trash, and just kind of prayed God to help me understand.
What do they, when the trash trucks come, what do they do?
Well, they just keep on running, especially the kids. They're just running all over the crib, and then just, something like that. It feels like this is the treasure, this is good,
So they get excited.
They're excited. Well, sometimes they just have to leave the class because they have to run away for the trash.
How much was it worth for the stuff they find, for a bag?
Each kilo is about 700 rupiahs.
700 rupees.
Yeah. So they just have to collect the much of it, and we just have to sell it to just the people like that.
Yeah, the people there.
Yeah. Sometimes we just around the house there's so much of trash. They have to collect some kind of items.
Wow. Yeah. As we handed out the donuts to the kids, a lot of them would say thank you, and they do this, and I just broke my heart, you know. I wanted to give them so much more, and they deserve so much more than that. I came there to help my friend with her class and to teach them a few words in English, but in the end they really touched my heart. And just realizing there's people in the world that live like this, that don't have shelter, they don't have clothes. This is the real world. It's not glamorous. It's not all about you looking perfect all the time, or feeling good all the time, or eating what you really like all the time. But it's about these people.
This is regular life for some of the poor Indonesian families. This is the real world. But for us, it was earth-shaking. And it was kind of like the mission field reached out and slapped us.
Welcome to the mission field. This is what it's really like.
Welcome to the mission field, where there's so much need, but there's so much grace to fill that need. There's just not enough laborers.
We need people like this. She's doing a good work here. Good work.
Thank you. Bless you.
I don't think I can ever see parts of the world the same after this.
We'd come so far at this point. the shock I had with the food, with the showers, with the traveling, those were nothing compared to what these kids lived with every day. It wasn't about me anymore. It wasn't about my comforts or my discomforts with the place, but it was about people, and it was about these kids and these families who need to hear about Christ. And from that point, I was like, I am ready now. I'm ready more than ever before.
Less than a week ago, we were in the US, and these problems were an ocean away. It was easy not to believe or think about from such distance, but now, like Thomas, we've gotten close enough to touch the wounds. This was what it's all about, simply being an extension of God's love to people. It was humbling as well, realizing that God would fly us across the world, even if it was just for one of these little ones. We still had so much to learn, but by our simple obedience so far, we've seen dozens of people come to know the Lord and be healed by the power of God.
Hasten is busy taking the gospel to the unreached and serving the suffering around the world. We also respond to the natural disasters that are so frequent in the villages where we work. If Hasten TV has been a blessing in your life, you're invited to join the many Hasten partners in changing the world. Become a monthly giver by going to our website or by mailing your gift to the address on the screen. If you'd like to grow more in your giftings and callings, be sure to check out the products and resources on our web store. For more information, or to inquire about inviting Dustan or Darlene to minister at your church or event, please email us at info@hasten.tv.